friends, my name is Katie and welcome to yet another fun and exciting episode of Anime Reactions where I watch an anime and I react to it. This week I'm going to be watching an episode of One Punch Man. I have never seen this anime before and I don't know what it's about. I know literally nothing about it other than that it just came out this fall, I think. So, we're going to be watching that today. I'm going to be giving my commentary on it. Remember, if you haven't watched this, please go watch it first if you don't want spoilers. If you don't want to go watch it, hey, you can watch it with me for the first time right here. Well, watch me watch it. Anyway, we're just gonna jump right into this and we're gonna see how it goes. So, I like that logo intro thing. Okay, so we're setting the scene. There's people riding the subway L, whatever they have. Oh, there's already been an explosion. They didn't waste any time with this. What? There's a purple man who I think created the explosion. He's like growling and throwing all of this like energy. His voice was very high-pitched. It was his like scream was a lot more high-pitched than I thought it would be. I appreciate these news people. The news people are like wearing hard hats and they're like, "We're reporting from the scene." Like, no, get out of there. Wow, this anime wasted no time in, like, getting to the point. Oh, man. Justice enforcement. Perfect. There's a child crying. Oh, no. Oh, no, the purple man purple alien monster thing is approaching the small child. Oh, he was going to crush her, but the justice enforcement man, like wearing a cape and everything. Just a guy who's a hero for fun. What kind of half-ass backstory is that? Fair enough. So now the purple man is giving his backstory. He's Vaccine Man. You humans are nothing but disease-causing bacteria eating away at her life force. Is this Sephiroth? You do this for fun? For fun? How dare you confront me? The justice enforcement man's like, just done with it. His face is so, like, neutral. Not again, all it took was one punch and he destroyed it. Damn it. So was he, like, sad? Okay, so I'm guessing, wow, this really got into it, so I'm guessing this man punches them once and they die. That might be where the title comes from. Oh, I really like this theme song. It reminds me of a theme song, but I can't think of what it is right now. If you can think of what theme song this reminds me of, please leave it in the comments so maybe I can figure out what it is, because I can't think of it right now. From the title, it looks like he is the main character, which makes sense. He seems to be the One Punch Man. 3 years earlier. Okay, so now we're getting some backstory. Oh, some lobster man is now here confronting this business person. He's like, "Are you sure you don't want to run away? I ate too much crab and transformed into this. Why aren't you running?" I'm no businessman, I'm unemployed. Don't assume everyone wearing a suit is a businessman, crab person. Though, to be fair, that's probably an assumption I would make also. He's like, "I'm just not in the mood to run. I don't have a job. Whatever. What are you gonna do if I don't run? From one set of lifeless eyes to another, I'll let you go." What did this crab man look like before he turned into a crab? Like, he's got really, like, muscular legs. Human legs. His legs are still human. And here must be the big chinned person. It's a little kid. It's a little kid with like a giant like butt chin that's like this big compared to the rest of his face. This is such a strange time. He's like, "I could help this kid. This is what the crab man's after." The crab man was going to kill him, but the businessman, that's not really a businessman, jumped out of the way and saved him. He's like, "Get out of here, kid, run!" And the kid's like, "But my soccer ball." And he's like, "Did you not hear me? Run!" I've already mutilated lots of people. Whoever makes fun of the way I look pays the price. Basically, he's mad because this kid drew nipples on him with a permanent marker, and because he has claws, he can't wipe it off. Oh wow. He's like, "You look exactly like this villain from this anime I used to watch," and then boom! Team Rocket's blasting off again. Kid, why didn't you run away? You had all this time. He was explaining all these things. You could have left. That was little. I wanted to be a hero, not a businessman. Sounds about right. I assumed that this was the One Punch Man's backstory. Oh man. He just like wrapped his tie around one of the crab man's eyes and just like yanked it out, but then like all of like the rest of his insides came out with it. After that day I trained so hard I went bald. Okay. I like how that's how they explain like him just being bald. Like, I trained so hard, I just became bald. Okay. Now he's just like casually at the grocery store. We're back to like present day. Now he's like back to looking very like neutral faced. The roof of the grocery store just got ripped off. So there's that. There's a giant footprint. There's a giant person attacking the city, and there's a scientist riding on top of him. This guy's goal was to become the strongest man in the world. And so I'm guessing his brother created this intense steroid, is what they're explaining right now. And so I'm guessing once he drank it, he became this giant Titan man. I added strawberry flavoring to make these drugs go down easier. Thanks, brother. You're a pal. So now he's like, we're gonna conquer everything on Earth. Also, there's a conveniently placed cloud in front of his crotch. Basically, they're just like destroying anything they can. He's like, yes, this is what I wanted, to be the strongest man. But can I just talk about in his growth, he also like attained a weird like skull helmet thing that like just goes around like right here, like it's white and kind of looks like part of a skull, but it's like on the outside. I don't know where he attained that from. He wasn't wearing it before he drank the steroids. But okay. Who am I to question? The One Punch Man is just casually on the other shoulder. Put some pants on. Kill that guy on your shoulder. Oh, idiot. So basically the scientist guy was like, kill the man on your shoulder, and he went and killed the scientist guy. His brother killed his brother because his brother was riding on his shoulder. The One Punch Man was on his other shoulder. He's like, no! I just wanted to be the strongest man in the world! This is your fault somehow! Oh no, and they showed his brother in his hand and he's just like squished, like a squished pile of like blood. These characters didn't last that long. He's also like, man, having overwhelming strength is pretty boring. What a strange problem to have. The One Punch Man was kind of musing to himself that even though he has all this power, he doesn't really have feelings anymore. Which kind of makes sense as to why his face is drawn so, like, neutral compared to how it was before. Also, this random man that was part car appeared and started causing havoc, and in one punch he was gone. This universe has such strange villains. Also, the One Punch Man is bathing in a green bath. The hero thing is his hobby. Like, how does he make money to provide for this apartment? Somebody busted through the wall in his apartment now. Also, now that he's like angry and has like actual like emotions on his face. I prefer that. I don't know, there's something about the emotionless face that just makes me a little bit like uncomfortable maybe? I don't know. What am I? That's rude. Fair enough, that was kind of rude of you, One Punch Man. So now these things attacking him are the true Earthlings that live underground. They're becoming overpopulated, so they need to move above ground. Since their invasion started, 70% of the surface dwellers have been killed. When did this start? Like, while you were sleeping? So the One Punch Man just punched him and he exploded. But he's pretty excited because he hasn't had such worthy opponents in quite a while. Okay, so now he's like, all these Earthlings are attacking him and he's just like kicking their butts while he's still in his pajamas. Like, hashtag goals. Just a guy who's a hero for fun. Now he's like inside the earth fighting all of these guys, and he's, I think, getting feelings about it, and he's like, what is this feeling that I have, this rush? He's finally having emotions again. The exhilaration of a real fight. I don't know if I'd call it a real fight. I mean, he's still killing them all with one punch, but I think there's just many of them. Now he's raining. Now it's raining and he's at like the final boss, the Subterranean King. So yes, he has found the final boss of the level. Oh no, it was all a dream. Oh, his alarm clock went off and he just like bam, hit it and it exploded. Below him in his apartment there was somebody else being like, you surface dwellers must die, and they were like exceptionally weaker than the ones in his dream, and they like gave up right away, so he's like, now I think he's disappointed, and he's back to his neutral face. I've become too strong. It appears so. Is that the end of the episode? That's it. That's the end. Okay. That was pretty good. It was kind of silly. I feel like, I'm not sure, but this show seems to be kind of, it seems like it's just poking fun at shows like Dragon Ball Z with these super overpowered characters, and I think that's really cool. I think that's really fun. I don't know if I want to say they're making it so serious that it's like a joke, or that they're making it such a joke that it's serious, because you still do get a very serious element from this anime. It's not something you're like, ha ha ha, that was so silly. Like, you still feel, I'm still feeling for this character. Like, I've still got, like, emotions about this. Like, oh, I want him to feel that. I want him to be able to have that fight that he deserves. It's a little sad that he keeps having that neutral face and that he can't be. He is the person he wants to be, but that in becoming that person, it's not what he hoped it would be, which I suppose is probably a good metaphor for life. Sometimes it's not the destination, it's the journey that gets you there. It was really good. I enjoyed watching it. There wasn't any time where I was not having fun with this. As usual, I mean, there aren't really a lot of anime that I don't like the animation for. I did really like this one. I mean, I didn't think there was anything super exceptional about it. My favorite moment in the animation was he was fighting the original Earthlings in his dream. There was a part where it close-upped on his face and it all went black and white except for, like, some flames in his eyes, just, like, for a second. And I really like that. Thank you for suggesting this show. It was really good. I really liked it. And if you have any more, if anybody has any more suggestions of what to watch, I might continue this. I'll have to see, depending on how my watching schedule ends up being. But if anybody has any suggestions of what to watch, I will put those farther up on my list, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. So please suggest any episode of any anime. It doesn't have to be the pilot episode, it can be any episode. I will watch it and react to it if you want to know how I feel about it. So what did we learn today? Today we learned that if you work too hard at something, you might become bald. But this has been another episode of Anime Reactions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I definitely appreciate those. If you have any suggestions, again, please comment telling me what to watch, or also comment telling me what you think that the theme song might have reminded me of. I can't think of what anime it is right now, but you tell me what it reminds you of. Maybe it'll be the same. If you want to see what I'm up to the rest of the week when I'm not posting a video, please follow me on the Tumblr, the Twitter, or the Instagram. I will post those in the description below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I make a new video every week, usually every Friday, sometimes different, but we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will definitely see you in the next episode.